Okay, that's an excellent question. Now, when it comes to balancing your solar plexus chakra, which governs your confidence, your personal power, motivation, it can be achieved through a variety of holistic practices. Now, in my honest opinion, I would suggest doing a combination of these things, to ensure that you are working to harmonize and balance out that energy center. One, now some things you can do is called affirmations. Now, using positive affirmations can reinforce your personal power and self worth. Some of these affirmations could be: I am confident in my abilities. I make decisions with ease and clarity. I trust my intuition and inner strength. I am ambitious and capable. Now, second, you can do meditation and visualization. Now, you can practice guided meditations that focus specifically on the solar plexus chakra by visualizing a bright yellow light, which is the color associated with this chakra, radiating from your stomach area. Now, imagine yourself confidently achieving your goals. This is the visualization, using mental images to manifest personal empowerment. Now, a third thing is breathwork. Diaphragmatic breathing, for one. This is when you focus on deep, mindful breathing into your abdomen, which stimulates the solar plexus chakra. And it also does wonders for panic and anxiety attacks as well. Now, aromatherapy. Now, using essential oils that's known to stimulate the solar plexus chakra, such as rosemary, ginger, lemon, peppermint. You can also light candles, like so, that contains these oils and can enhance the balancing effect. Also, crystal work. Working with crystals like citrine and tiger's eye or yellow jasper, which is also featured in some of these candles made by yours truly. This can also resonate with the solar plexus energy. So you can wear these gemstones as jewelry, meditate with the crystals, place them over your solar plexus area, hold them while doing your visualization and focusing on your intentions for personal power. Now, another thing would be yoga and body movement. There's specific yoga poses like the warrior one pose or the bow pose, which stimulate the solar plexus. Also, core exercises. Strengthening your core muscles can boost confidence and create a physical connection to the solar plexus chakra. So don't sleep on it. Also, diet. Consuming yellow colored foods that correspond to the solar plexus, such as bananas, pineapple, corn, lemons. Also, there is a ginger shots or ginger tonics. They work wonders for the solar plexus chakra. Also, journaling and self reflection. You want to take the time to write about areas in your life where you feel powerless or overly controlling, and you want to explore steps that you can take to regain a balanced sense of personal power. Setting clear goals can help build confidence and purpose. Also, just spending time in the sun is a simple yet effective way to balance out or harmonize with the solar plexus chakra because it is connected to solar energy. Now, by incorporating these practices into your daily routine, you can gradually restore balance to your solar plexus chakra, promoting confidence, motivation, and clarity. Now, you can dive deeper by doing shadow work more intently. Now, shadow work is a powerful tool for addressing unconscious patterns and beliefs that may be contributing to a solar plexus chakra imbalance. And an important thing is to identify limiting beliefs about self worth. The solar plexus is strongly connected to how you view yourself and your personal power. So, limiting beliefs that diminish your confidence or self worth often exist in the shadow. And this is why you have to reflect on where in your life you feel powerless. Journal about moments in your life where you felt small, incapable, or unworthy. Ask yourself what core beliefs led to those feelings. Ask yourself, what beliefs do I hold about myself that stop me from stepping into my power? And when did I first start believing this? This is when you have to take and use your power to rewrite the narrative. Acknowledge the limiting belief and consciously replace it with an empowering one, such as the affirmations addressed before. I am capable. I trust myself. Or I deserve my success. Now, you also need to examine fear or failure of success. because fear of failure or even success can block the solar plexus chakra, paralyzing you from taking action. And shadow work can help you to dive into those fears. You have to dig into yourself, question your fears, write down your biggest fears about failing or succeeding. What do you think would happen if you fail? What about if you succeeded? And then explore any emotional wounds that may be linked to rejection or judgment. Find the root cause of it. Trace back those fears to their origin. Were you criticized as a child? Or did someone undermine your confidence? Healing these wounds helps to release the grip that it has on your solar plexus energy. Now, it's also important that you address control issues. You see, the solar plexus deals with the personal power, and imbalances can often manifest in control issues, either being too controlling or feeling powerless. So, you have to explore the control dynamics. You have to reflect on how you approach control in relationships or situations. Do you tend to dominate and feel the need to control the outcomes, or do you surrender your power to others? So when it comes to your shadow prompts, your self-reflection or your journaling, ask yourself, where in my life do I feel the need to control everything and why? Or when do I let others control me and why do I allow it? The healing steps would be to acknowledge that true power lies in balance. Release the need to control external circumstances and focus on developing inner strength. Now, when it comes to solar plexus blockage, you have to uncover repressed anger or frustration. So, the solar plexus is connected to the fire element, which governs energy, drive, ambition. So, repressed anger or frustration blocks this particular chakra center. So, a shadow work exercise would be to write a letter to yourself or to someone from your past expressing any suppressed anger or frustration. Feel free to release it fully and then burn or safely dispose of the letter to symbolically release those emotions. Ask yourself, where have I repressed my anger? And how does it show up in my life? Or how can I release this anger in a healthy way? Now, this is a big one. You have to heal shame and self judgment. The solar plexus chakra can be weakened by deep rooted feelings of shame, particularly around personal worth or competence. So, you have to explore past experiences of shame. Write about moments where you felt ashamed or humiliated. Identify the situations that cause these feelings and examine how they continue to affect your sense of self worth. Integrate self compassion. Replace that judgment with understanding. Realize that mistakes or perceived failures are part of the human experience and don't define your worth. What I've come to learn about giving grace is not really about giving grace to other people, it's about learning to give grace to yourself. This is why you have to give grace to yourself. Remove the self judgment. Now, I gotta ask, are you a people pleaser? Because you have to confront people pleasing behavior. So, if your solar plexus is underactive, you may give away your power by prioritizing others' needs over your own. In other words, people pleasing. So, a journal prompt could be, in what situations do I struggle to assert my boundaries? Or, how does saying yes when I want to say no make me feel? You have to release these old patterns. Practice asserting your boundaries, even in small ways, to start reclaiming your own personal power. And it's important that you acknowledge your shadow power. Shadow work isn't just about healing wounds, but also about recognizing the latent power you might have repressed. When you balance your solar plexus chakra, it allows you to embrace your true power authentically. So embrace your power. Reflect on areas where you are powerful. Even if you've been taught to suppress or hide it, it might be leadership skills, creative abilities, or the capacity to influence others. So affirm your power. Acknowledge your strengths and abilities in your shadow work, recognizing that embracing your power, it doesn't make you arrogant, it just makes you whole. Now, lastly, you got to practice radical responsibility. The solar plexus is connected to personal responsibility. So shadow work can involve taking ownership or being the authority, i.e., the author of your own life's direction or your own life's story. So ask yourself, where do I blame others for my lack of progress? Or how can I take responsibility for my own success or failure? And an action step for that would be to commit to taking responsibility for one area of your life where you have been avoiding it, empowering yourself to make these conscious decisions. By working through these elements, you can bring deep healing to the solar plexus chakra and unlock the personal power and confidence that has been lying dormant within you. Peace.